Hello guys, welcome to Key Cyber. For more updates related to cyber security, please stay tuned with Key Cyber as well as subscribe our YouTube channel and press the bell icon for the new updates. Today we will see how to install Kali Linux on a virtual box. Kali Linux, known as Backtrack in the past, is Debian based system for network security, forensic analysis and penetration testing. A good way to try a new system is to virtualize it with a virtualization tool such as a VirtualBox. Today we'll show you how to install the latest version of a Kali Linux on a VirtualBox in your Linux system or in your Windows system. If you're using Windows 10 desktop, the only difference would be to download the exe file from Oracle VM VirtualBox and proceed with the standard installation step to have a VirtualBox on Windows. What are the prerequisites in order to virtualize Kali Linux and have a minimum average working environment? You need to have VirtualBox installed in your Linux system, the image of a Kali Linux present in your system, at least 4 GB of RAM, at least 20 to 30 GB of free disk space, network to have a system updated, a processor with the virtualization feature enabled, often activated by default. In this Today we will use the actual latest version of a Kali Linux available in the official site and VirtualBox. So first we need to install VirtualBox. I have already installed it, so I'm not going to reinstall it again. But here is a website virtualbox.org. You can just download it from here. Otherwise, you have a previous version of the VirtualBox. You can update it from the VirtualBox only. They will send you a notification, so you can go with that, and you can just download the updated version. Okay, now we have to download. For that we need to download Kali ISO image also. So yes, this is the website, that is kali.org, and here I am going to install 64-bit. Okay, so 64-bit Kali Linux VirtualBox offensive. So yes, you can download it from anywhere. Okay, so now I have done with my downloads. Yes, I have already downloaded the ISO files. Now I have to open a VirtualBox. Okay, so the VirtualBox look like that way. So now we have to download Kali Linux ISO and create guest on a VirtualBox. In a virtualization, the guest OS is the virtualized system. So our Kali Linux and the host OS is our Linux system. To create it, you need to run a VirtualBox and choose new. Okay, so we have run the VirtualBox earlier. So now we have to create here new. Okay, so now we have to give some name and operating system. So here I will go for Kali Linux. Okay, you can just give it a name, whatever the version you have downloaded. Otherwise, you have to just go for Kali Linux. Then type is Linux and version is Debian 64-bit. Debian 64-bit and next. Okay, now we have to set memory size in our as per our space. So I will choose here 2 GB. Okay, that is 2048, that is 2 GB. And yes, I have directly click on the next. Now we have to create a new virtual HD drive. Okay, so here now create. Now hard disk type, that is VDI, that is VirtualBox disk image. Then click on next. Storage on a physical hard disk, that is dynamically allocated. So I will just go for this only. Now file location, leave by default, and size it will be 20 GB. Okay, so now I have to check here 20 GB. Okay, so here is a 20 GB I have put. All right, otherwise you can just select it from here only. Okay, 20 GB. Now create. Okay, so now our Linux, Kali Linux, now we need to edit some parameter of our guest by joining the going to the settings, right? So now we have a check here Kali Linux, and I have to just go for settings. Now we have to go for here. Okay, now you can check Kali Linux, Linux and Debian 64. Now we have to go for in a general word, that is advanced, and we have to check out here or change our settings to the bidirectional shared clipboard and drag and drop option to the bidirectional. You can edit the motherboard options such as the boot order and the EFI model. Okay, so for that we need to go for system, then motherboard. Okay, now we have to uncheck a floppy because now it's not in a case. Now we have to hard disk floppy. Okay, first I'll put here optical. Okay, so first I'll put optical, then hard disk, then floppy, and then network, right? So after that we have to IO enable EFI, that is a special zero says only, and the memory size will be 2 GB, right? So now we have to check out on OK. So okay, system is done. Then now we'll need to add the image of a Kali Linux. For the installation process, at step choose the option for the optical disk file, then go to the image location. Okay, then we for that we need to go for storage, then empty. Then here we have to choose our, that is Kali Linux 2019 AMD 64 ISO. Okay, so now it's okay. Now you can see that Kali appears, right? Now you can see the Kali is appear here. Okay, so now our all the settings will be scheduled here. So we have to now install the Kali Linux, right? So we need to go for okay. Then we have to double click on Kali Linux. So that's the real process. Now we have to install Kali Linux on VirtualBox. Okay, you can just click on this only, or you can just start here. Okay, here, right? Okay, so after that we need to start our installer. Start installer. Okay, so it will start our installer. Okay, our okay, now everything will be fine. Now we have to select our languages. Okay, I will choose here English. Okay, I'll choose here English and click on continue. Then here I have to check out my location, that is India. So I will choose here India. Okay, India, I'll choose here and click on continue. Now we have to create our keypad confirmation language, keyboard language. That will be American English, or otherwise if you are from another, you can choose other also. Okay, it will install the network administrator, or they will load the network administrator, that some additional components. For that we need to wait for some time. Okay, now here is our host name, that is Kali Linux. I have just put here Kali. Okay, so now we have to go for continue. Okay, domain name. You need to configure your domain name, but in case the information will be the blank, so it's a optional one. Okay, so click on continue. Now we have to select, or we have to set password here for the virtual machine. So, and always choose password as a strong. So click on continue. Okay, so in this step we need to partition the disk, but we will do a configuration as a beginner by using the entire disk without partitioning, right? So first we need to go for guided use entire disk. So I'll just go for continue. Then we have to select the option, right? So this is the option, that is CS13. So only one option will be there, so we have to just go for continue. Now we have to check it for all files in one partition, recommended for new users, right? So continue. Okay, now you can see there are the configuration we have done here. Okay, so to configure the pack, validate the changes and continue the process, right? The finish partitioning and write changes to this. So we have to go for continue. So now to configure the packages, you will be asked for a network mirror, but we have not used it. Now you can enter the proxy information. Okay, so I will go for here yes, then continue. Okay, now partitions are formatting, and within some minute we will able to install our Kali Linux, and we will see the message when the installation will be completed, that your installation is complete. So after that we have to just run the Kali Linux, and put your host name and our password, and our Kali Linux will be running on our virtual box only. So yes, the installation process will take some time, so we have to wait for it. So here our installation will be to complete. within 5 to 10 minutes. For that, we need to wait. Okay, after that, we have to just change some settings, and we will able to run our Kali Linux in our virtual box. Okay, for that we need to wait for some minutes. Okay, so now we have done with our installation process. So now they are asking us to configure the package manager. I have to ask for a network mirror, but yes, I will not use it. So I will just check it on no here and click on continue. Okay, it will take some time because now our Kali Linux is yet to download, right? Configure the package manager. They are configuring their package manager, and after that we are able to log in our Kali Linux. Okay, now they are installing grub bootloader. Okay, if your installation will be failed at that time, you need to do some reinstall the grub bootloader. Otherwise you have to uh, otherwise you have to do every possible steps from first. Okay, so yes, sometimes the network or DHCP will be unavailable in our network administrator processes. So yes, sometimes it will happen, but most 95% it will be clear. Okay, so yes, our download finishing, our installation is yet to finish. Okay, for that we need to wait some time. Okay, because they are installing some packets or some updates. Okay, so for that we need to wait. Now you can see here we got our installation message, that is installation is complete. So it is time to boot into your new system. Make sure to remove the installation media so that you boot into the new system rather than restarting the installation, right? So after that we need to go for continue here. Okay, now also we have to wait for some time. Okay, now you can see we have perfectly installed our Kali Linux. Okay, so now we have to go for Okay. Okay, it will take some time. Okay. Okay, yes, it will take some time to load all those things. Okay, so for that we need to wait, and after that we have to just uh, log in with our root user and the password used during the installation. We have set our password, and yes, we are, after that we are able to use our new system, right? So username will be, I have put the Kali, and the next, the password. Okay, whatever the password I have used, I have to use this password only, and then sign in. Yes, now I am able to see my Kali Linux within a few minutes. Okay, so user will be root, and the password which you have set during the installation process. Okay, it will show us our Kali machine within some seconds. Okay, yes, it's because of the space, or it's because of some loading. Some of the things will be load there only, right? Yeah. So yeah, now you can see I have downloaded the Kali Linux, and yes, I'm able to. And yes, I am able to run here anything. Okay, there is application. Okay, so thank you for watching. For more updates related to cybersecurity, stay tuned with Key Cyber, as well as subscribe our YouTube channel and press the bell icon for the new updates related to installation process or any other stuff related to cybersecurity. तब तक be aware, be secure, because cybercrime never pays. Thank you.